And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, Hugh Grant film Dungeons and Dragons. Now, Dungeons and Dragons is based off the, popular game. It's a board game, I believe. I never played Dungeons and Dragons. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So I went in there blind, basically not knowing, the mythology. I've seen a couple of clips here and there about where certain things are. And I get the majority of how to play the game. I never have friends to play around me. So yeah. So basically, Dungeons and Dragons tells the story of Chris Pine, who seeks who had a tragedy in his life, and he's trying to protect his daughter. And in the midst of that tragedy, he's trying to do by right by going on this adventure to try to get an artifact that can help restore his tragedy, if you will. And along the way, he gets his friends. One is Michelle Rodriguez, who's this very big, tough girl warrior person, and they're best friends. So they go on their adventure, and they get their other friends. One of them happens to be the actor, which I forgot his name. I apologize. Is the actor from the Detective Pikachu movie? That kid also, he was also in Jurassic World as well. He's in as well. He's like this wizard in training kind of a character. So I thought he was pretty cool. And they also get this like shapeshifter lady who's played by the actress who played Beverly in the It franchise, the young Beverly. So once again I apologize if I don't remember the actress's name. Anyway, so they all go on this adventure to try to help Chris Pine undo his tragedy in a way. And from the midst of all that, they get to a little bit of a scuffle when they meet a very powerful king who wants to take over, his kingdom and rule it with an iron fist. And that's not kind of boding well for the people around the kingdom. So Chris Pine and his team, his team of bandits, if you want to call it that, they go and they try to, deal with the situation while also trying to help Chris Pine figure out his dilemma as well. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought this movie was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this film. First of all, the characters were really cool. I love Chris Pine and how he's kind of like this thief, but he also has a heart of gold in a way. And then you have Michelle Rodriguez, who I thought was like the best part of the whole movie. She's this tough girl, badass, like, strong woman who also has a heart of gold, who's, who would do anything for her friends. And then you have the wizard kid who's just trying to learn how to be the best magician he can. And, sometimes his spells work and sometimes his spells kind of backfire. And then the other girl in here who's like the shapeshifter, she doesn't really trust people, but when she meets the team, she starts having this kind of, change of heart of like, oh yeah, maybe I should trust him because he's like an elf, I believe, or maybe a sprout. I'm not, like I said, I'm very new to the whole Dungeons and Dragons lore, so I really don't know too much about it. But anyway, so sorry. So yeah. So they go on through the adventure. They fight. They go and they try to fight this king who's played by Hugh Grant. And you know what? Like I said before, it was just a lot of fun. The characters were great. The visual effects were fun. All the creature mythology. I really love the whole, sword and sandal, medieval time kind of feel, vibe. I always like those kind of movies. They're always fun. That's why I always say, if I ever want to go back in time to any period in time, I would go back to the medieval times, because I would love to see how they actually dressed and how they actually had kings and rulers and all that. I always wanted to see if that was actually kind of accurate back in the day, or they just made that up in fairy tale books. But anyway, I thought that stuff all worked. What else? The action was great. The humor was a lot of fun. If you're not a Dungeons and Dragons game fan, I think you can go into this movie, and if you like that kind of sword, sandals, adventure films, you'll have a lot of fun with this film. If you're not a fan of any of these kind of films, with wizardry, magic, sword fighting, you know, like those kind of films, then again, it's not for you. And if you're a hardcore, Dungeons and Dragons player, I'm not really sure to tell you if this is gonna, like really get you excited for the film or not, because like I said, there are probably some Easter eggs in here that kind of flew over my head, because like I said, I never played the game, so I really don't know too much about it. I know certain little things in here that I would recognize if you told me from a book, or like, oh yeah, that's from Dungeons and Dragons, no doubt, or this and that, or whatever. Maybe depends. It all depends on how you look at it. Like I said, give it a shot. Go check it out. It's a very fun film. The characters all great. They all have great chemistry together. I kind of want to see more what they would do moving forward if they ever made a sequel to it. And yeah, so yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Stay tuned for more, and thank you very much, and have a good day.